Hi friends, so I have been off Instagram and YouTube or off from making videos since a couple of weeks because it was like alternating between me and my baby falling sick. So yeah, I'm back and I have got concerns from many patients regarding different kinds of concerns, and the most common thing that I got uh, called for was the neck pain, because many people are working from home and they cannot sit in the usual dining chairs or study table and chair for too long, or sofa for too long. They end up getting this neck pain, okay, either of the sides, and this usually involves your upper trapezius, okay, and they get stuck. They usually say that when they woke up, their neck was stuck and they were not able to rotate their head to one side, and there was some mild swelling in this area. So this was one of the most common complaint that I came across. So I thought like I should make a video to help people to prevent this kind of an injury or this kind of an ailment. And the most common thing that one should remember is your posture when you sit, and you have to make sure that you are taking frequent breaks. I know with the work pressure and with the flow of work, we forget to even drink water and to even attend nature's call, but this is the need of the hour, that you have to now have a habit of taking frequent breaks between your work. Okay, make sure that you have an app that reminds you, maybe like with a beep or something, or any other way out that you can think of. Just get up, drink some water, walk around, okay, twist and turn, shrug your shoulders, rotate your shoulders. Any kind of improvement in blood circulation that can happen will actually prevent a lot of problems that happens, because as it is said, sitting has become a new smoking, because it has become even more dangerous than smoking now, because if you sit for long hours, it is going to affect a lot of uh, organs. A lot of health issues crop up because of long hours of sitting idle. Okay, I know your brains are working, your fingers are working, but you need to activate larger muscle groups as well. Okay, so now coming to the most important exercises, I usually call that as most important exercises, because there are a lot of exercises that you will get on YouTube, there are a lot of things, information that you will get online, but as per my experience, in treating patients and seeing them improve, I want to tell that deep neck flexor strengthening is one of the most important exercise that you should be doing for prevention as well as for cure. Okay, so why? Because the trapezius is the large muscle group, okay, which supports your neck, and there are some deep neck flexors, okay, which are very small muscle groups in the front of your neck. So these muscles, when they are balanced and when they are strong, they are actually going to help you maintain a good neck and cervical health, okay, and they are the ones that carry the weight of your head. Okay, so if there is a imbalance between these muscles, like if this is tight and weak, or these muscles are weak, it's going to get overloaded. And most of the times, like, there is a forward head posture that happens. It happens like this because we have a habit of being on the laptop like that, or many people have a habit of keeping their head propped up on the bed. They are lying on the bed and their head is propped up like this, and they are using their phone. So that's not a natural posture, that's not a natural position for your neck. Okay, it strains your muscles really bad. Okay, so how much your muscles will work for you is how much you work for those muscles, right? So make sure that you are keeping a good position, good posture while you work, and take frequent breaks, okay, and strengthen your deep neck flexors. I'll be demonstrating the exercise, and other stabilizers of the neck needs to be strengthened. This is the most common exercise that you would have seen. This is an isometric contraction in which you apply counter pressure, like with your hand on your forehead and from your forehead towards your hand. Make sure that you're not bending your head while doing this. It's not tilting in either direction. Make sure that you're doing it in front of a mirror. So stabilize your neck, okay, from front, from side, from back, and from the other side. Okay, sorry, my head tilted. Okay, so it's like this, and so it's going to strengthen all the four directions. And next is the stretches. Okay, so to stretch your levator scapulae, this is another muscle that is from one corner of your flat bone going towards your neck. Okay, is to uh, keep your hand on this side, rotate your head, and try to look at your armpit. And this hand should be tucked under your chair, so it has to rotate and bend forwards. You're going to stretch in this part, which is for your levator scapulae stretch, which usually becomes tight. Okay, so other side also the same way you have to do. Try to look towards your armpit, rotate your head and pull it downwards. So this shoulder should not come up as you are doing this. It's of no use, then you will not get any stretch. The next treatment is the Costco ball treatment. Okay, I'll be demonstrating it to you, and the deep neck flexors I'll be demonstrating. Yeah, so I'm talking about this Costco ball. Okay, this is a very handy tool for releasing your trigger points. So many people don't actually have those foam rollers, right? So at this point of time I cannot ask them to even order it. So if you have Costco ball at home, okay, or any kind of वो gems के साथ भी एक ball आती है, those, you know, they are like very hard. So those you can use when you lie down on a mattress. Okay, when you lie down on a mattress, the mattress is like softer, and you can use those plastic balls, gems ball. Okay, and keep it in the area where there is a trigger point. Usually there will be a trigger point, and you need to make sure that you just keep it there and apply pressure towards the ball, roll it to the whole painful area. Okay, you can alternate this with ice packs, so this will help you release the pain. Okay, release the trigger point that is radiating the pain. You can do it on both the sides, you can do at different levels, even in the, you know, mid back area you can do it. So this is going to actually you know, help you relieve with a lot of pain that happens in the back, the neck, the shoulders. Okay, so here I am demonstrating the deep neck flexor exercise, which I said is the most important. So you have to tuck your chin like you're trying to create a double chin. Okay, so it's just that when the symptoms are really severe, when you have the condition very acute, this is all that you can try to do, okay, within pain-free limit. And then you can try to lift your head up slightly as you maintain the tucked chin. Just half a centimeter is enough. So repeating it 3 times as tolerable should be enough. Hold it for 10 seconds. And as you progress, as you tuck in your chin, lift it, progress it towards rotation till your pain-free range, till wherever you can go without any pain. Try to rotate, but rotate to one side, come to neutral, go down. Then again, come up, rotate to the other side, come back to the neutral, and then you go down.